SMSF is a self-managed super fund, letting, let's say, a big retail fund take care of your money. Setting up an SMSF enables you to have more control over your assets. A lot of people don't actually look into this because they think like, oh, it's my super, it's just there for retirement. I'm not going to touch it anyway. So they don't really explore that option, but it's a really, really good way to grow your wealth. So if you wanted to buy property through your super, you would need to set up a self-managed super fund. You need a good financial advisor and you need a good accountant to help you do that. Once that fund is set up, as long as you've got enough balance in your fund, you can buy property within that fund. And the great thing about that is you get leverage through property, right? So let's say you've got $200,000 in your super fund. You might want to use $150,000 to buy a $500,000 property. Let's say you buy a $500,000 property and you hold that property for 10 or 15 years. That fund has two incomes going into it now. It's got your normal contributions from work and it's got the rental income from the property. So what happens is the property pays itself off very, very quickly, actually, a lot faster than if you just bought a home to live in. In most cases, it can get paid off, depending on your income, in around 10 to 15 years. So let's say you bought a property for $500,000. 10 to 15 years later, that property is going to be probably worth minimum $1 million and it's going to be completely paid off. It's pretty awesome if you think about it. It's kind of like a no-brainer. You know, imagine if you were, let's say you were 35 years old and you're on a decent income and you bought one property at 35, and by the age of 50, you had $1 million in your fund, and that's just from the one property. You can do more property after that. Having $1 million in your super at age 50, you're going to be ahead of 99% of Australians. It's pretty cool, and you should probably check it out if you're interested in that.